Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is 6:40 at nighttime. We have a late night leg lift to go hit. I haven't did a vlogging workout in a long time, so what better workout to hit back on the channel than late night legs? There's something interesting about, I was talking to Dom over here about it. I don't have this crazy anger drive in the gym. You know how some people just have that like angry anger where they can just go into a set, whether they think about something, they just absolutely attack it and just get angry? It's not me. I'm like, I know I'm working out, like I can't put myself in those hypothetical situations to like just kill it. But today, I have that anger in me. No incident happened besides unloading a dishwasher today that got me this angry. I'm excited to capture it on camera to hit legs, especially late at night on about 300 milligrams of caffeine. No other stimulants, just 300 mgs of caffeine. I have this like Ohio energy. That's how I like to explain it.
Caffeine at 6:45.
You're the one that wanted to train late at night. We usually like to train at 3, and that's another reason why I got this anger in me.
Okay,
I'm kidding. But yeah, late night leg lift, 300 mgs of caffeine. It should be fucking good. It should be really good.
Did I get some caffeine? I'm kind of feeling left out now.
You didn't have any caffeine?
I didn't have anything. I'm fully raw dogging this.
I think for you in your situation, considering you're natty, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
6:45 at night, like get your sleep, like just let me fucking handle this shit.
I was feeling dangerous.
I am feeling dangerous. Oh, I didn't get to speak about the Ohio energy. I call this like the Ohio angry energy because I feel like if you're born in Ohio or Michigan, you just got this natural instinctive anger that you can take out in the gym. Maybe because where you were born, I don't know. But I call it Ohio energy, this Ohio anger. And I'm feeling it in my New Jersey blood today. So enough fucking spitting out here in the car. Let's go absolutely smash our quads and hams. I made a post on Instagram today explaining about quitting bodybuilding and then coming back into it. So if you didn't see that post, here's a little recap. So obviously I made a public video last year saying I'm quitting bodybuilding. Very extremist approach, and there was a reason behind it. I psychologically had to trick myself in a way to find balance again with bodybuilding because I was going down such an unhealthy path with it. In all honesty, my brain went, okay, I'm in the pro league. I'm gonna push the PEDs to a farther limit than I ever have before, and I did. And as you guys saw, like I was not looking healthy and not doing things correctly. So I decided to quit. I truly did think I was done with bodybuilding. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be putting my health and body on the line like that. And then now here I am kind of, practicing bodybuilding again, but at a much lesser scale. And I still don't have the aspirations to step on stage. I don't think so as of yet. I'm still just practicing and having fun in the gym, training my body and building it the way I want to. If I compete again, it wouldn't be for a few years. I wouldn't see myself even doing it in the foreseeable near future. But I've been having a lot of fun in the gym, which I'm happy because I needed to find that balance, right? If I last year said to myself, okay, like I see what I'm doing wrong, I'm gonna just like lower the dosages, maybe my health could have been way, way worse because I actually didn't really come off or I didn't get myself checked up. So I had to take that extreme approach of quitting and not having the idea of even wanting to bodybuild to let my body reset. And in all honesty, since I've been enhanced for like 5 years, I honestly never taken that long of a health phase, and it was so much needed for my body. My blood work came back really good, came back in check, and it was the longest time I've taken off, which was like 6 to 8 months compared to like what I would do for like 10 to 12 weeks. And I'm very happy I did that because I was able to A, have control, and B, get myself finding that balance again. So I'm back into it, bodybuilding. Will I take it as far as I once wanted to? I don't know. But as of now, I'm just finding balance. And like in anyone's journey, it's never just a straight linear path leading upward to, the end goal of being the top of the mountain, whether it's the Olympia stage or winning a show, whatever it potentially is. There's always those weird little detours and branches that fall along the path that you have to, climb over or go around. What I ended up doing was I was going along this path of bodybuilding, climbing up the mountain, right? Got my pro card. We can say maybe that's like halfway up the mountain. And when I had this, obstacle of my health, I didn't have like anything come up where I was like kidney failure or liver disease, nothing happened. I just saw who I was becoming and I looked very unhealthy. I didn't want to continue down that path. So what I decided to do was walk back down that mountain. As I, went down a few miles down that mountain, I'm now climbing upward again in a I guess you can say, safer trail rather than a more steep incline as I was pushing it. So yeah, that's a little update I posted on Instagram, and fuck it, let's get to the leg workout. I wish isolation movements were like as cool as compound lifts, because I have, like, as I said, that angry frustration ready to take it all out. But like for a video or even just watching it on like an isolation movement just isn't as cool as like hitting a compound deadlift, squat, or bench with all that adrenaline and aggression to it. There's just something about it. Just isolation movements just doesn't have that same level of coolness that a compound lift does. I'll be honest, it's a bit heavy. It's a bit stupid. I'm not gonna compromise here, losing my muscle connection just because I'm feeling angry. That was too heavy as a set. I'm not counting it. That was bullshit. That shit was too light. That was the one. Imagine a motherfucker, right? Ask you, bro, we're gonna hit a crazy hard workout today. And they pull up, second exercise in, they start doing these.
Crazy leg workout.
It's not a heavy squat, but I will have some crazy ass hip flexors. About the he said, she said bullshit. We change it up to a little bit of Limp Bizkit right now. A little bit more my speed, a little punk rock. No, fuck. Play. 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 Fuck. Cunt. It brings out a little more anger when your music stops playing.
I put it on for you.
I know, but like I got the anger before the set, and then it started playing, so it was like the perfect recipe for like anger before, and then I got the happiness of the music playing, so it was even more. Yeah, it was good. It's good shit.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you! Fuck! Okay.
Holy shit.
Great Ohio shit.
What the fuck? See, I feel like I gotta fucking top that. Kinda hoping he got 6 reps so I don't have to get 8 or 6 myself. But this motherfucker got 8. That leads me at 8 or more. Fuck. To be honest, my heart rate is going a little high. A little scared for this set. I don't wanna fuck up. Yo! Holy shit! I haven't done this in a while. Fuck. Yeah! Don't do it as soon as I unrack it. Give me a sec. Yeah, bro, we're hitting a hardcore leg workout. We're doing good mornings on the machine. Shout out Rachel Daniels. Fuck, her waist is small. Traps are getting bigger. They're just showing in the shirt.
Through the shirt, yeah.
My biggest goal right now is building up the trap area and the upper chest area. I want this to like pop out in a nice scoop neck. And I think we're like getting 40% of the way there to the goal I want. It's good, it's a lot of progress.
This is how you know bro was here.
Looks like a skull.
It is like a skull.
My teardrops are already cramped and I didn't get into the set. Oh god. If I braced better on that last rep, could have got 8. Started exhaling on the way down.
Good boy.
The fuck?
When you're too big for mom's car seat.
It's like the littlest bit of room. There we go. Hardcore, guys. Hardcore leg day. Seven reps.
I feel like I'm being like a bully or something. I love the lemon cake. I think the lemon cake is dope. The pecan pie, they're all really good.
Let's see if he's interested in taking recommendations for posing songs.
Right now, the peak empire, I'm really feeling that.
It's really laggy.
Lemon cake.
Really fucking like 15-minute delay.
15-minute delay. And then what?
I wonder if anyone would get that reference.
I'm not the type of person to have.
Come on. Request to be in his life.
Dude.
Dude, I have a song for you.
Dude. You're just dissing me? So you see it? If this isn't the comment, then I'm...
All that flavor shit is artificial.
Okay, now, my comment's gone. Oh well. Yours in here?
No, that's in my bag. Good workout.
Dude, I haven't had a late night lifting at an actual gym a long ass time, and it was legs. Looking back, like that was an aggressive workout for me, right? That one set on the squat press was aggressive and intense. But as I was saying, just like bodybuilding isolation exercises just doesn't have that same aggression as like free weights. And to me, it's like, it's cheesy. And I'm also not that like aggressive, like person. So whenever I get that kind of energy, I feel a little corny, feel a little cheesy. That cheesiness today executed a very well done leg workout. And I was gonna train tomorrow. Fuck that. We need some rest, bro. That shit was good. You know what's crazy too? A little update. So if you watched my video where I was talking about what I'm essentially doing right now with this lean bulk, I said I was gonna probably get to like 216 and then start this mini cut. Well, 223 right now. And it's not like I'm eating bad either. I've been eating basically the same shit every single day. My body just wants to grow. So I'm prolonging this lean bulk until my body essentially stops responding in the way it is, right? I see I'm literally gaining 2 to 3 pounds a week, same body composition. So I might as well keep rocking with it, you know? And then I'll probably transition to a cut whenever that time comes. I see my physique growing in these ways that it wasn't growing before. Like the biggest weak points I had, my chest, my traps. I started doing different stimulus on those exercises and a different training philosophy on them, and they've been responding. So why start reducing the calories, which will, you know, grow that muscle? I'm not gonna do that yet. We'll see what I could look like. And what's crazy too, is I'm bigger and a better body composition now than I was when I started my last prep, when I turned pro. I was comparing photos when I was like 223, which I am right now, to when I was 223 before starting prep. Yes, I'm on different compounds. I'm on more harder and leaner compounds now, but still, you can see I've added some muscle, which you'd hope so, you know, over like 2 years it's been, but still, like I was off of everything for like a complete year, wasn't taking it seriously. So it's cool to see the progression still happening. But yeah, I think, and now maybe about 3 months from now, when I chisel away all the fat and show the sculpture of the lean muscle tissue I have, it's gonna be the best Anthony physique I've ever shown before. Whoa, 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 just got a DM. What happened to your YouTube? A lot of videos are missing, both recent and old. I actually had no clue. I haven't seen this. I don't see if I got any. Yeah, I unlisted some videos, but like, not old ones. So Dom over here, show yourself. Hey. His YouTube channel got terminated like a week ago. Mine's, okay, still here. No, everything's still up. Hold on, I wanna watch some reels with you. I wanna put up a reel. Post-workout reel, rot.
Stop it, does anyone know CPR?
I know CPR. Anyone else?
Well, I know CPR.
All right.
Probably thought he actually needed CPR.
Is this you?
What state don't belong to?
Hey,
I love these.
what? I remember one day. What you? Listen.
Since when did Ive Raw get blue hair?
Who?
Ive Raw. That's who that guy is with the Cheeto hairstyle?
Ive Ron?
Ive Raw.
Who the fuck is that?
Look up on Instagram, search Ive Raw.
Like I as in I? Or
The Eye of Ra. R-A-H. Just like search. No, that's Eye of Ra. But he's like, yeah.
Hey, yo, chill the fuck out, yo. You sitting there playing with
What the fuck does he do?
He just has funky ass hair, like
Okay.
hot Cheeto hair. But all
Oh, yeah, so you got blue hair here.
now he has blue hot Cheeto. Now he's blue Taki version. But everybody would just make, if you just search it and search the reels, you'll see all of the Eye of Ra like fucking I can't explain it. It would just be that stuff, but they would Photoshop him with one singular eye and call him Eye of Ra.
All right, Dom sent me some reels to see if they're good.
Okay, I said there's a backup.
Well, I've seen this. I was dying at this one. I love it. Okay, so I sent this to you and you replied to it. Yeah,
Xbox Party Chat deadlift session. This one's crazy. I can't,
Oh yeah, watching porn. Yeah, I saw that too. Watching porn somewhere.
I can't show this one either.
Dom and I were just having a conversation off camera, but we're going to revisit that conversation now on camera. And the topic of it was girls versus guy in a workspace. Now, I think girls are a lot more organized than guys. And I just think guys are, whatever they care about, they apply themselves hard at, and they do a really good job, they excel. Girls have that as well, but they also have this organization skill that just guys don't have. Majority of guys don't have compared to girls. I was thinking back to like when I was in school in high school, girls were super organized with their notes, their planner, making everything look good. At least in my experience with who I was in school, I didn't color coordinate my notes or have markers to make my notes be easier to read or study on. And even when I got papers, I was the kid, and I hated that I did this towards the end of my school career, but it was simply because I just stopped caring. I started throwing my papers in my bag, no folder, no nothing. It'd be crumbled up, and I would like scavenge through it, super unorganized, would find the paper, sometimes lose the paper, and literally hand in a crumbled paper to the teacher. I feel like you'll find a lot more guys doing that than girls.
Funny thing about the color coordination thing, I actually got so jealous of all the girls and how they were able to color coordinate their notes that I tried to do it on numerous occasions.
Just couldn't stick with it?
I just couldn't stick with it because it was so fucking boring.
Tedious.
It was so much work in the middle of like a lecture to whip out the green highlighter specifically for notes that were going to happen in like 6 weeks in the future, and then highlight orange as homework, yellow is test material, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna write the fucking same shit down with a pen, and then I ended up never looking at my notes anyways. And that's why we didn't go to college.
So for me, like, when I was in high school, I knew how to get myself by. I wasn't a D, F student, I never failed a class. I wasn't even a C student. I got like B's, and sometimes if I really applied myself, I definitely got A's. I remember sophomore year, I said to myself, first semester, I'm gonna try. The reason why I tried is because I had an attractive teacher and I sat in the front row. And I actually got honor roll. I got honor roll. I think I got high honor roll that semester. But anywho, I just didn't apply myself. And the teachers, they knew I was bodybuilding. They saw me bodybuilding. I was wearing Gymshark back then. Young LA wasn't a thing. So I was wearing Gymshark. Would go to the gym. My teachers knew about, you know, me bodybuilding. They would always ask me about it, and I would share my passion to it. So they knew I was a kid that like had something going for him. And even though like I just like, you know, copied other kids' notes or even copied homework, my teachers never like, you know, gave me F's or a slap on the wrist. It was more so kind of turned a blind eye and that type of stuff. So very fortunate for those teachers. There's different ways in anything in life to go about teaching, right? You could either be like super hard on the kid, and what's going to happen is they may, I don't think this is the right word, but like repent. Is that the right word here?
Repent.
Is that not the right word? This is why I was bad at school.
What are you trying to describe?
So like, if you're trying, okay, like a coaching client relationship, right? Let's say you're really hard on the client, and that's not the right approach to get something across to them, right? So they start not following it at all. What's that word?
Rebel?
I kind of rebel, yeah.
Yeah.
So like in school, right? If my teachers, I'm sure, were to be like super hard on me, for me as a person, I think I would have started applying myself more. But I was very fortunate for them to just be like, you know what, his grades aren't bad. You know, is he doing the work himself? No, but at least he is like handing it in on time, even though it's someone else's work. They're like, all right. Like,
you do well when there's an authoritative figure demanding excellence of you.
yes, I definitely like. So It depends what the activity is or the task at hand.
But the example I'm thinking of is like, this is like Kyle's coaching approach, and why I do better under Kyle than like another coach that we previously have had in the past.
Okay.
Because Kyle is more like, get your shit together. Why are you fucking up? This is just late. Like you are being lazy, and he'll tell it to you straight up. And that's like the kind of approach that some people do well with, and some people crack under pressure. And they're like, no, I don't like the criticism. I don't like the honesty, and they need more fluff. So the skill of a teacher to be able to adapt to different types of students is the same as if you were a coach. So like with clients, it's the same thing. There's no one coaching approach that's going to do well with somebody versus another one.
Yes. So, but here's the thing with me, right? With Kyle and coaching me, I just had I cared about bodybuilding, that passion for it, that I pretty much always executed. And if I didn't execute, like for example, like in a reverse, or like if it was like post show, it was because I needed that balance of a break. Because if I gave it 110%, you know, month after month, I'd burn out. So that was how I had to handle the situation. For something else, say I didn't fully care about, like a subject in school, like social studies, I never did great at. If my teacher, I'm sure, like had a conversation with me, like it actually just happened in literacy. Junior year, I plagiarized my summer assignment. Did that for all my summer assignments, but this one I got caught on. The teacher said to me, pulled me after class, Anthony to speak to. She said, hey Anthony, your summer assignment came back 85% plagiarized. I have to give you a 0. I have to put this on your report that you plagiarized, and I'm going to be calling home. So I'd suggest that you tell your parents what you did before they get this unexpected phone call. And I said, okay. I took full ownership of it. I said, understood. I'll tell my parents. And funny enough, she actually never called home, and I did tell my parents, but she had that hard approach on me to be like, hey, like I caught you. This is that. And I actually started like paying attention in class because I knew like, fuck, she kind of knew like I was kind of not doing things. So I started applying myself, and I actually did pretty good in her class because I kind of got caught, and she gave me like that, yo, like pay attention type shit. So yes, in certain situations, if I don't actually fully care about that subject, if I have an authority figure to be like, yo, you have to do this and get your shit together and actually execute well, yes, I then start executing.
Bro, she bluffed on your ass.
She did, but I was very thankful because obviously like, I didn't want to have plagiarism on my record. I didn't want to have a 0 on the assignment. And you know, I told my parents, and I checked my report card, and like, yeah, she never gave me a 0. Shout out that teacher, man. Actually, another funny thing I did in school. I have so many funny high school stories. All right, here's one for senior year. So my 2020 senior year, I was COVID, right? COVID happened. So I was quarantining with David Lade from March until literally the beginning of July. So however many months that is, 4 months I was living with David, and I had to do online school. And since it was so new for everyone, most people like weren't doing their assignments, they're getting by with it. And then my teacher sent a message to my dad saying, hey, I don't know what Anthony's doing, but he's not doing his assignments. Like,
fucking living with David Lade, bro.
Yeah, I was literally living with David and making YouTube videos. But anywho, she's like, he has to do these assignments or he's gonna get 0s for all of them, and he's gonna fail the class, and he has to retake senior year. So then what did I do? I started doing the assignments. And this one assignment, I'm actually gonna put the video here. Hello, Miss McCann. I'll trim it. All right. No, I'm good at this. I'm a YouTuber. Hey there, Miss McCann. This is my test essay. All right. You're in a towel, shirtless, for a fucking teacher. All right. Hello there, Miss McCann. This will be my late test assignment I'm handing in about the one of the poems we read, and I chose To Be or Not To Be because I think that's a fabulous and wonderful poem. And I have my great pal I've been hanging out with for the last 2 months since quarantine started here with me. His name is David, and we'll be
All
having...
I'm essentially here for is to basically moderate and summarize everything Anthony has eloquently spoken to me prior to filming this video. So all these thoughts and words are being stolen from Anthony without any copyright.
Correct. So we will be having a group discussion on this poem and how meaningful it really impacted us, and how I think it's going to change our everyday lives and how we think and everything like that. So, David, go ahead.
As Anthony was previously saying, he believes that this poem can most aptly be characterized as a rather nihilistic interpretation of the human experience. Yeah. Now, the poem starts off with a railroad track that splits into 2 ways, both seemingly leading to hell. And what those 2 options are is option number 1, do we take the tumultuous existential crisis of reality and all of its despair and nihilism and just let it overindulge, just consume and destroy us, and we just lie there in the fetal position and take it? Or do we take the contrary path, the path of way more than least resistance, the path where you hold up arms, then you beat this negative force into submission, and then symbolically have a phoenix transformation with a triumph and just overcome this despair? And then after that, the poem seems to just use rather unnecessarily sophisticated English to
old English.
Very old English to even more nihilistically and jargonistically expand the existential terrors of the situation, and how regardless of which train track you choose, it all is going to lead back to the same place, and it's all rather grim and depressing, to say the least. So unless you're being, unless you're having like a rather good situation in life, things are good, you have a job, you're exercising here and there, I would not suggest reading this poem, because you might get clinically depressed, and that isn't the best situation. And that was essentially Anthony's interpretation of the poem. Now, I'm not necessarily that I agree with that personally. I'm just repeating everything that Anthony has said.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. So this was our group discussion, sort of relaying on what I said previously about this poem. So thank you, Miss McCann, for your time and energy watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you. That was actually really, you almost got it spot on. You even had the railroad track analogy I used before, everything.
I missed that few other things you said.
Yeah,
but
no, that was literally, that was great. That was top tier. Good stuff. Thank you, Miss McCann.
The actual assignment itself was like completely not what I ended up doing, but I just wanted to get it done as fast as possible because I didn't care. But it was so humorous that my teacher loved it and gave me an 85 on it. And she literally wrote a note: Anthony, this was not the assignment at all. Thank you for doing something and thanks for making me laugh. And she gave me an 85. Last story. Junior year, I had this teacher. He was a math teacher. And going into high school, like, those stories of like, yo, if you get this teacher, like, switch out. He was that teacher everyone said to switch out from. And I was never the kid to go to guidance and actually switch out of the class. It was like, whatever. If I get him, I get him. And funny enough, I ended up getting him. He was a very strict teacher. He went to, I think, Notre Dame. He was the high school basketball coach. And he was a very strict teacher in time management. He really did a good job of teaching time management and being efficient with timing, and he really cared about it. So every single day we got into class, he would look at the clock, give us 3 minutes to do the do now, hand it up by literally, like, let's say 10:03, 3 a.m. He'd just be like, pass it up. If you got it done, you got it done. If you didn't, oh well. So he really taught that time management thing. In his class, I was naturally good at math, so I was able to really not study. I was able to get, A's in that class well. And I would still, like, talk to people, be a bit of a class clown in a way, not disrupting his class, but like enjoying conversations while he taught. And then he would test me, like, seeing if I was paying attention. He'd be like, Anthony, what's the answer to this question? And most of the time I'd give him the answer, and he'd be like, all right, like, good. At least he knows what he's doing. One day he pulls me out of class and he goes, Anthony, you work out a lot, huh? I was like, yeah, I do. Like, 5 times a week. This is my training schedule. I enjoy the gym a lot. And because he liked time management, he literally asked me, like, do you go to the gym every day at the same time? And I was like, it depends if I'm working or not, because I was working a busboy and a lifeguard job at the time. I said, I'll be there today at like 3:30 because I have work at 5. So he said, okay. Go to the gym that day. It was legs. I'm at the squat rack. Literally at the time I said I'm warming up already. I think I got there a bit early. And at the time I said 3:30, he comes down the stairs because he went to the same gym. He saw me there, like, here and there a couple times. He comes down the stairs, just comes up to me, shakes my hand, says, like, nice seeing you, and like left. Like, that was it. Super simple. And I was like, I didn't think it was weird. I was like, that was pretty cool. I don't know, kind of went out of his way. I guess, like, test. It wasn't like a test, but it was like, seeing if I was true in my word about, like, something as he cared, like time management, if I was efficient with my timing. Just shook my hand and left. I thought it was pretty cool. 2 weeks later, whenever we had a substitute with him, there was always, once again, a very strict note on what to do at what time. First 3 minutes, do now. Next 20 minutes is like the lesson 1. Then do your homework. If you have extra time, you get the gist. We had a substitute this day, and the substitute was on his phone. Everyone else was on his phone. No, nothing, no note, nothing. I was the kid to literally go up to the substitute teacher and say, hey, is there work for us to do? I was that kid. And the sub goes, no, there was no note. I just be quiet. You can go on your phone. Just don't disrupt anyone. Just be good, behave. I said, okay, I thought it was weird. And rumors started going around school, like he got arrested. Turns out he got arrested, actually. So, yeah, unfortunately, not a very good charge. That was a pretty crazy story of the man.
What did he do?
Sexually assaulted his stepdaughter. Yeah, not a pretty serious charge.
Thanks, Teach.
I was gonna say it happens, but no. It's definitely not what